Hello, this is Dry Oasis. I'm your host. And these over here are my two co-hosts, Kirby and Snorlax. Say hello, Kirby and Snorlax. Hi-ho! And I hope that you've had a great day so far. And if not, I hope the rest of your day is better, or tomorrow's better for you. And here for today, as always, for these kind of Phoenix Wright stuff, will be FuzzyCow. Say hello, FuzzyCow.
Hello. How's everyone doing today?
Doing well. Hold on a moment while I check up on some stuff. Alright. I'll be with you momentarily. Okay. Okay, making sure that's embedding strain. Shit. Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright. Everything looks good on my end. So, yeah. First off, there was like a pre-release restock of the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy stuff that's happened this last week, or was it the last 2 weeks or something? I don't remember, but I was able to get the four commander deck set stuff, and because I really do like Final Fantasy, I'll probably get the play boosters a little bit later on. I didn't know they had like 2 formats, so
Do you want to talk about Magic?
Sure, for a little bit.
Okay. So, as you're aware, you're going to start by playing the limited environment. So what this means, basically, you're going to have a bunch of cards that, you've never seen before, and you're going to be asked to assemble a deck. This might be a little bit tricky, but I think you'll be okay, probably.
I'll do as best as I can. Maybe I'll just read an instruction manual or so before I get into actually playing the game or so.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I should get a starter deck.
Parker and I will help you.
Okay.
So, you're not going to be alone in this.
Alright. Because I do like Yu-Gi-Oh! And it too has its own mechanics that has gone tricky long enough, and yeah. But I think this might be like, I don't remember playing it a long time ago, but I may have some kind of memory of it. It's just been a long time ago. But now I'm getting interested in it because, of course, Final Fantasy, and it's definitely one of the biggest, if not the biggest, RPG franchise ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Final Fantasy actually works within the confines of Magic the Gathering, so yeah, it's going to be very fun.
It should be fine. I don't know exactly how it's going to be. I think, in general, the game is not going to be the thing that kills you. You're going to basically have more play boosters for whatever. Yeah, just a lot of neat advantages to this.
Alright, let's see here. And in other news, it's kind of a good thing that you are by the way, I'm fine. If you didn't know, there was a car bombing or so yesterday downtown Palm Springs, and
I didn't hear about that.
oh, you didn't hear about that? My roommate brought it up. I'm like, what the heck was that all? And I'm like, what the heck? So, it was like somewhere in Indian Canyon Drive, which is right around where the theater that I do shows at, Palm Canyon Theater, is around. So, I was a little bit worried if anything was, if there was like anyone got hurt around there. Thankfully I called out to the production manager and they said they were fine, but still that was scary to think about.
Yeah, I mean, we don't think of too much extreme things in the Palm Springs. I guess it's everywhere.
Yeah, scary. But let's see here. They had a show going on last night and continuing on this weekend. So it's a good thing they're still good and kicking. All right.
You know what the bombing was about?
Let's see here. Apparently, it was intentional. It was like a hospital facility. It happened around Desert Regional, from the knowledge that I have.
Oh, okay. Alright, well. Someone's trying to say something stupid. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so anyways, back to the topic at hand with Ace Attorney. Before we do anything, I'm gonna quiz you once again. Max's 3 symbols.
A white rose, a silk cap, and a cape. I
Wait.
don't think there's any additional descriptors to said cape. Just a cape.
Okay, white roses, silk hat, cape. And I'm only testing you because there will be a part in this trial where we will get where that's a bit important.
I believe it.
It will be important for this next part of the trial coming up. So yeah. Let's get on with it. Ah, dang it, they already released the Capcom Fighting Collection this weekend. Oh, yeah, sure. I forgot about that, sorry. Let's see here. Share screen. Share the screen. Stream. Alright. There you go. Okay. Let's get it on. I forgot they released the Capcom Fighting Collection a few days ago. Man, I wish that I had that, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, Amazon is like delaying that for whatever reason, so I have to wait until like the last week of May. Which is unfortunate, but what can I do? Yeah. And it's 11:50. Yeah. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the Ringmaster's room. Oh yeah, so... Let's see here. A quick refresher. Ringmaster died. So... People say that Max did it because he would... Because of the whole... White Rose's cloak and... Well, it's mostly because of his magical appearance with the silk hat, White Rose's and the cape. So, yep, right. Ben and Trilo could have either saw the Ringmaster or Max, but we haven't really pinned down which of the two it was. We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the Ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the Ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would BRB, or be right back. That's when the Ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the Ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the Ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the Ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. If you were wondering about this is how it could have ended up like. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility! I'm fabulous! I'm fabulous, like that one guy from Phineas and Ferb. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the Ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? Hold on a moment. Can you repeat that once more?
A lot of strange activity on the Ringmaster's side, right?
Yeah.
He is theoretically, we're proposing the idea that he was dressed as Max. Sorry, I don't remember his last name.
Galactica.
Just Max Galactica, thank you.
Other known as Billy Bob Jones, but nobody cares.
And he died, right?
Yeah.
He was hit on the head with something to yet be discovered. And when he died, he was slumped over, dressed as himself, right? Slumped over a box, like a reinforced wooden box or something, with lead-lined box. And inside it was salt, and only salt.
Actually, it was pepper.
Pepper.
Ta-da! The pepper. Small seasoning bottle.
What is... What? I don't understand it, but I don't have to. We're going to find out what's happening.
We'll find out the mysteries behind all of this eventually. Don't you worry. It will all come together. If you think about it, all they've found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. In this day and age, magician. Stay to magician. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Oh, great. I just remembered the witness.
Sorry, December 29th, 12:06 p.m., District Courtroom number 2.
Okay, so heads up. Alright, so you're gonna hate this. This upcoming part of the trial is one of the most obnoxious gameplay-wise, so we'll get to that eventually.
everyone's back, let's get started. The court is back in session. Miss Von Carmel, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Have you figured out his stage name and the reference to it?
Larry, Moe, and Curly?
Yep, the Three Stooges. Why did she call him a pitiful clown?
Will the witness state the name and occupation of for the record?
It was good to Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground.
Name and occupation.
If you were wondering, yes, that was a Fresh Prince joke.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Ha 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 ha. Dead silence. I love it. Shut up, Mo. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? What are a couple of clowns who were up no good started taking trouble in my neighborhood?
Sorry. Being a message.
No problem.
Your name.
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct?
Yes, it is.
Very well. Mr. Curls, will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
Oh, Rabbi, a priest and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza.
Without the humor, please.
Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. What you witnessed. Okay, so, there we go. I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. Or the greatest showman in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to you call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of the case.
Really? You'll really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straightening later.
Thank you, thank you! I can't wait! Poor Gumshoe. Da 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 da.
Now that's settled. Shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can! I'll take for as long as you want! Okay, back to the actual testimony. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clunked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
Ha 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 ha! That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that.
Mr. Wright.
And here comes the BS. Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling.
I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Alright, so basically, it's just them saying that be careful of how you press here. If we make one single problem, hold on a moment, because of that, and because this testimony is one of the worst in the series, I'm going to say for the heck of it. I'm going to do that every single time, because his testimony is...
If we're being held to such a standard, would you mind if we went through the testimony one more time?
Alright. The night of the murder...
The practice was over. He went straight back to his room.
Okay.
Reasonable. That puts him in a position to see the murder. Start next. This is a nothing statement. Alright, so he glanced out the window before he went to bed. You could potentially press on this and say, hey, why did you glance out the window? But I'm not too worried about it.
Let's try anyways.
Okay.
You just happened to glance out of the window? Well, you could say that. You could also say peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeked, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls.
Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue.
So, we're trying to figure out why he's looked out the window. Yeah.
You took the words out of my mouth there. Why? Why? Cars don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? Nuh-uh. That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I tucked myself into bed, heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. Sounded like a giant thump. I'm bored. No! Nope! Oh yeah, I forgot about that!
You forgot?
Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of its window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Oh yow yow.
It's something you forget to mention?
That's not something I forgot to mention. But okay. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Moen were to revise his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony.
This should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. Alright, continuing on. Alright, so anything we should know about here?
That's what we kind of just established. And so next scene. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away. Okay. It's the Ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. So this is kind of a strange one. He saw two silhouettes that were far away, and he's claiming that they were the Ringmaster and Max. Is there any proof that it was really the Ringmaster and Max?
We don't know. Let's press him on it.
Yeah.
You say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away. That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100%... Huh?
That's leading the witness, which is illegal.
What are you talking about? No, even people make perjury and they always get scot-free. No fines or anything. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone. Everyone knows what to do. All together now. Sit with Uncle Mo. Oh, this is hilarious. Compared to the last testimony, this is actually practically amazing. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify what he saw, and only what he saw?
Thank gosh, we weren't penalized. Alright.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna say a thing.
Yes?
That I don't know. So Max conked the Ringmaster over the head, but there was a loud sound previous.
Yep.
So we can infer that the loud sound was not Max conking the Ringmaster over the head. I think that is what we need to try to prove. Right? We need to try to have Mo figure out for us what that loud sound was. I have a theory that the sound was the Ringmaster putting the box down, but I can't prove that.
Well, let's just press on this.
Okay.
You say you saw the Ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did! It's the climax of my story! It really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's what not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of the murder committed that night?
Hold it. You will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what's waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Gulp? Isn't that a bit melodramatic?
So, what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Of course I do.
Eyes on a mission is far away.
I've got a great reason to make my claim.
And suppose you will be telling us all that great reason.
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony.
What's the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, blah blah blah. If Mo is to be believed, when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clunk anyone. In 1972, a clock crime unit
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car.
Mr. Curls, you are reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court.
No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. What, he's not an ogre? Well,
You're back from your job.
Well, I pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statements. Von Karma!
And reading the witness, which is illegal.
And tampering with witnesses again.
So now, you are saying that you did not see the defendant honk the ringmaster.
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out.
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Ha 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 ha.
Mr. Curls,
Your Honor?
you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
And Permanent Vacation is one of my favorite Aerosmith albums. Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over, and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well. Then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And even if you catch a hint of a joke from you.
You mean you catch a hint? I think you'll catch a hint sometime soon, buddy, judgy boy.
I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it! The silhouette. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat That black cloak. They were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was wearing.
What he was carrying.
Or carrying. Thank you for that.
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should finally be good enough, yes? It's decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination.
Hold on a moment while I do a little bit of a saving here. Alright. Let's continue on.
So he's a bit far away, but the shadow could only belong to Max. And the next one is because he was wearing the symbols.
Okay.
Okay, next one. Silk hat, black cloak, they were all there. No mention of the white rose.
You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone get ready! All together now, all together now, all together now, all together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses. See why that was important now?
Sure. No, not really, but that's fine.
What the?
Who cares if he knew that they were real or not? He saw what he saw. He saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie! 3.1... 1.45, whatever that was.
Silence, fool. You responded with the whole truth, no fractions. You're to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order!
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
Objection. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Objection! But the witness said he saw this, was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Objection. The roses must have fallen when the defendant assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just playing with this court.
I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts may have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How would you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims that there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction.
Now what am I supposed to think?
One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this is... Judge, forget the rules. Think about this other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's write this case up right now.
Oh, I love that Metallica song. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
Come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that, for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? There's no contradictions in this next statement. I'm prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. The Silhouette Part 2. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk cat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
Mr. Wright, you've got one chance.
Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusation.
I've got only a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need.
So he says that he saw the details on the hat.
Hold on a moment. Alright, so we're only going to present here. There's got to be a contradiction.
So there's no white roses that night. That's fine. Symbols were there, equally sure that, that's fine. Especially the silk hat, there's no way I can forget seeing the decorations on it. This is the one that I feel like has the strongest possibility. But he doesn't describe the decorations, but I think we should present the hat to Mo here.
Alright. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Objection denied. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr.
Whoops, that didn't go so well. Huh, I could have sworn that was supposed to be like a final bar or whatever. All of it. Never mind.
Let's go to the next one. So, this is the one we're supposed to do it, because theoretically the hat was found at the scene of the crime, so he couldn't have been wearing it the entire time.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry about that.
No problem. This is going to be one of the last times we will probably work with that anyways, but just in case. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see.
There's some sort of problem, Mr. Wright.
Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk cat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the scene of the crime. The crime scene? That means...
The soul cat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No! That's not true!
Order. Mr. Kirkles.
Yes, Your Honor?
What is the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's not right! That's so harsh!
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
What? Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go in and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're well, nobody else could all be younger than you. Ha 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 ha. Stop.
Enough of the childish outburst, Mr. Crows. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his white roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk cat. I'm telling you the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk cat. Who was there? He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went. What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection! This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless, and it's part of cheese.
Yeah. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave this crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. Like that James King guy. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what?
I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof that to counter the story as to how this criminal left the scene? The proof is, there's no shoe prints, no footprints.
Well, no suspect footprints anyways. The ringmaster is still there. Look at this picture. What the heck is on the ringmaster's head? The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't anywhere. Or there. Ay ay ay! I'm a little butterfly! So Mo, how exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait a second! Just wait a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said! Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time!
You You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt! I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear! I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes?
Testimony you provided up till now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied, it's just...
Just what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order! Order! I will have order.
Law and order? Da.
Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. It's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Curls.
Oh, you're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste your time with this idiotic riddle.
Idiotic, but I get it. The truth, and nothing but the truth. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo's Knows. Everything I've said up to until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's what I saw. He... Where did he go? This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me? Well, that wasn't, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness testimony, Mr. Wright?
What do you think?
I think he's telling the truth.
What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means that he's telling the truth.
That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means Max actually used magic! Yikes, you're right! Ow!
Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. Imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma, that Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got a feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
December 29th, 2:33 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 5. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. I say the criminal flew off in the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I did. I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. Oh wait, I'm not doing this as Mo now. I can fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invincible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. I know, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea! Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
Be continued.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's go on a break. Do you have anything planned for the rest of the day or so?
No, I think I'm open, but I would appreciate a break.
Alright, let's take a 5-minute break then.
Good. Thank you.
We'll reconvene at 3:05. All right. Oh. Do-do-do. Oh yeah, that's down there. I'm gonna do that for a little bit. I'll get back here. You do that in the span of 2 minutes. There we go. That was a good meal. Right. Alright, I am back and ready as all ever. Oh, just to wait for... Oh, hello there, FuzzyCow. No problem. I was eating a meal that I made a little while ago. Almost forgot about it. So, yeah. Let's continue on then. Excuse me.
So now we're going to be basically investigating again, right?
Pretty much.
There's a couple of things that I think we should be specifically looking for. Number one, the murder weapon. It's always been mentioned that the murder weapon hasn't been found. Number two, I want to see if we can find where the wires were attached to lift this guy. I don't know how that's gonna do it, but can we look up? Is a question that I will probably be asking a few times. But that's where my mind is going. But anyway, let's start getting into the game.
All right.
December 29th, 3:03 p.m. Wright and Co. law offices, right after the court.
Hey, look, it's close to our timing as well.
Yeah.
Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their own definition tricks, right? Silly. My tricks are for kids. But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looks like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. I know there's a trick, that trick or whatever. Maybe it was this one? I know the Pacific trick they're talking about. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? Too bad I'm showing and not telling. Well, telling and not showing here. What? Wow! How do you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Right? Let's move on out to... Where do you want to go?
If we talk to Max, I don't think he's going to do much beyond reiterate that he flies on wires. I think we should go to the circus entrance, and then maybe go to Max afterwards.
Alright. December 29th. Very big circus. Circus entrance. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing.
Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yeah. Wait. Quiet. Quit your whimpering. Let's give this a shot. Ready? Here, give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row your boat? Row your boat? What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilla, this isn't gonna work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. Can't handle something as simple as this. What are you gonna do then?
Hello. Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're working on a secret crash training course?
I'm sorry. Secret crash training. Whoa.
Trillo wouldn't give up till I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing around for our new ventriloquism act.
And around? You can really do that? That's incredible!
See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of principle. You think so?
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this... Maya, what are you doing? No! No! No!
Ah, there it is. Now that you've got this ring back, time to make one more shot at Regina.
I know that you already testified in court today.
You want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yes.
Well, first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Oh yeah, that's right. Then we say hello, didn't even get a reply. Not to mention, he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster.
Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. So, how is this new routine working out?
Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible!
Let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna just take the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is?
Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this.
He needs to realize he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right!
Mark my words, I, Trillo Quist, will win the grand prize. Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll! You're the man now, doll! You're the man now, doll! Ah, Sean Connery meme. I miss that so much.
Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, or Barbara Streisand's, but wouldn't a more mature son be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. We've gotta be a part of this too. You gotta be a part of this too.
Right? Where to now?
I want to go to the lodging house. Scene of the crime. December 29th, Lodging House Plaza. Oh, it's you two.
You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest?
I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown, sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, looks at you and
Sorry about
looks at you like you should be doing something.
I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laugh that much?
Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time, you definitely don't want to show up. Poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up.
Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. Wound him up pretty tight.
She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How is that possible? Is she flying now? How does that work?
According to the clown, Corporal jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. That's what happened. It means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
We're not going to show it because we're just insensitive people. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there?
The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
Francisca Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out.
Number 29, lodging house, 1st floor, Mo's room.
Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Ha 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 ha. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Must really love his work. Alright. Where do you want to go now?
Have we met the acrobat?
No, not yet, but we can't meet him right now while Francisca is currently investigating his room.
I don't really know where to go, but I have 2 things that I kind of want to check. One would be, if we go to the Big Top, I'd like to see if we could find out how Max does his magic trick. There should be some evidence inside the Big Top.
Alright.
The other thing is to go to the detention center and just ask him.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, let's... Okay.
I think we're going to have to go here anyways. I think this is where we're going to meet the acrobat.
Okay. December 29th, Very Big Circus, Big Top. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No, no, no. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. And bears, so am I. I'm not sure if we've done this one yet. I almost forgot if... We are not leaving until we do this obvious joke. Ah, ladder! It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Okay, just making sure that we did that one. The stepladder joke is one of the stupidest... is one of the biggest memes or whatever out of this thing, so... Okay, so... Where are we starting?
My instinct is to start high, but it looks like they want us to look at the lion's mouth. I think that's fine. Let's look at the lion.
Hey, look! That's where Max makes his grand appearance. It's grand, all right. I want to try and train court like that. How do I know? How do I know that she'd say that?
I don't see any wires connecting that. Can we go to the lights? Bottom right corner.
Right?
Yeah, let's check the lights out.
Wow, these lights are huge! If they fell from the ceiling, you'd be going to the circus in the sky. Life is so fragile, isn't it, Nick? Can be snuffled out in an instant by falling gargantuan lights. It's so fragile that I've decided to eat as much good food as I can before I die. Like hamburgers. Apparently you just didn't know the big sign that said closed by the snack stand. Aw, it's closed.
Right. There's rope to the left.
Hey, it's a rope. Probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it.
Okay. And then there's kind of like a wire that goes from the top down. Can you select that? Not really.
Apparently not.
Yeah, that looks like seating. Can we check? Yeah, what is that?
The seats are so far away from the ring, but they make up for it with the amount of people that can see a show. Hey Nick, do you think that every person in the audience screamed all at once? The vibration they create could cause the big top to collapse? I'm glad I don't pay you to come up with this stuff.
Okay. Is there a way to check the globe behind the rings? No?
Okay, I'm going to say this now. We're not going to find anything.
All right,
Nope.
well,
We're,
all right,
yeah.
let's go to the. I guess we could go to the ringmaster's room. I don't think we'll find anything there. Big Top Cafeteria. That one we could investigate why there's seasoning missing.
Okay.
I don't know. All right. So if we look at it, it looks like all the tables have seasoning on them except for the back one. 29th Big Top Cafeteria. Still a mess. Well, we found Mo.
Oh, Mr. Wright, welcome to the fabulous cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. All right, you know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Buzz, wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it. Okay, what is your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria. Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. Why not smash pumpkins? I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly. How could you not laugh at a stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just... flew through the air? It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. That silhouette, the silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psych-lock. He must be telling the truth.
Yeah, can we click on that back table? It's the only one without Tuesday.
There are dirty dishes all over the place. Must have been too hectic that night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Yeah, yay! You two are going to help us restore order to this cafeteria? What are you talking about? You're gonna help too. Those can't clean. We're here to throw pies, not clean them up. I'm a Pussycat boy, not a bus boy. Get it? There was 2 jokes in one. I'm fat and funny. Get it? Ha 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 ha. Yes, Mo, we got it.
I'm guessing there's not much we can find here either. Go back to the big top.
Yep.
I don't know if there's any reason to go to the Green Master's room.
Alright, let's go to the detention center. December 29th.
Detention center visitors room.
Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape, would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. Maybe super special awesome. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out for real. Well, it would surely be a necessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is just not something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Like that Shaggy guy. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and sheep imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Yeah, he's not going to tell us much about that.
No, it's not.
I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie? Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling the story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Thank you. Here, take a look at this photograph. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. And what the heck is on my head? Just look at that fabulous stage. This is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. Crowd erupted into applause. At the time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the claim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. What a feeling. I just keep believing. I just wish I could explain to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just to make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Grand Prix photo added to the court record. Let's see what this is about. It's Max with, something over there.
Yeah, he's got... Is that like a belt? What's on his right shoulder?
Right
I
shoulder?
guess it's his left shoulder. I guess it's his left shoulder. Is that like...
Oh, it's a trophy. He's holding a trophy on him.
And then below that?
Actually, we don't know. Let's ask Max. Let's ask Max about that. Man, that's so hard to do. I'm normally fabulous, but in this picture, I'm the king of the world. I even got a fabulous trophy and a super fabulous bust. That's really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing your trophy someday. If you want to see one of my awards, you should just go to the cafeteria. The cafeteria? You mean the one inside the circus tent? Of course, the trophy isn't there, but the bust that I won is. It's in the cafeteria. We were just there yesterday. Nick, did you see a bust anywhere inside the cafeteria?
We're there today.
I think it's Big Top.
Cafeteria.
It's cafeteria.
Mo might know something. Oh, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Like that one Sammy Hagar guy. Oh yeah. He just didn't show me the picture. What do you mean? Showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Ha ha ha, butt joke. Anyway, let's ask him about this as well. Never mind. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bus disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Let's just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Next G-Bus. Bonsuchi, taken from cafeteria before the crime. Headed to the court record. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. The quiet mo is a good mo in my book. I guess there really isn't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Oh, you'll find out. I'm about to summon it. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on the bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. When the world posted this thing? Note added to the court record. Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Nope. Whoopsie doopsie, wrong way. Maybe something Max knows. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in this cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company. I guess it wasn't really company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredibly bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, when in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go on and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Alright, I guess we're going to the ringmaster's room after all.
Yep. And we can look at his jacket.
December 29th.
29th, Big Top Ringmaster's room.
Next, the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why do you do that anyway? Is it really that cold or something? Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 o'clock p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster.
Right. So the ringmaster was responsible for a death previously. See, that or Regina was responsible for a death previously, and the ringmaster was covering for her.
Yeah, we don't know too many details, but...
I am unaware of a death associated with this circus.
What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it it's making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad. Right? Nope. Apparently, that doesn't seem to work. Detention center? What about this? Never mind. I guess you won't talk about it anymore. I guess the only place to go now is the plaza.
Is Von Karma finished with her investigation?
Probably. Who knows?
December 29th, Lodging House Plaza.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual.
Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But with Miss Von Karma.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound.
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind.
Some sort of pager or something?
If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See you, pal.
I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's as biting as... Ow! As biting as lashes from a whip. I'm knocked unconscious. Von Karma! She really did appear!
It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you?
Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true.
You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news?
National news. You still possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally.
I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Yeah, let's get this over with. Miss Von Karma, it appears you've got your hands onto something big, huh?
I'm amazed you pick up on that much.
Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head.
But conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. You need any more hints?
A conclusive witness. You must mean the acrobat, right?
I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. The final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah. I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. Can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more about information and find out more information myself. No, to finally get at this whole stupid revenge thing. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma.
Of course! Your dad! I know you miss him!
Enough of you. One more word and you'll get a mouth full of wit. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation?
Huh? Then, what's this revenge thing you're talking about?
You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again, one more time.
Him?
I'm sure you know who him I refer. Miles Edgeworth.
Okay, we're finally getting into this whole Miles Edgeworth deal. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up?
You haven't forgotten, have you? You know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth?
Manfred von Karma.
Exactly. It was my papa.
That means that Edgeworth was...
Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me.
Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. After another case, but continuity with that case is such a she-dog.
It's your fault he's gone.
Huh?
It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one... Oh, okay, I guess we're finally getting to that one. He never set foot in court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
That was 1 year ago. Well, a few months ago. To be honest. Several months ago, not just a month ago. It was a few months ago after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead?
I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive.
She doesn't believe it. Not for a minute. He's under the gun. So he's taking on the run.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name von Karma. Going to find him. And then, I'm going to go teach him his rightful place with my own two hands.
Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring his name up in front of me again, okay? Nick. Miss Von Karma?
What?
I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had enough of you, him too. What in the world happened?
Dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated.
Regardless, I have nothing to inform you of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen.
Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Right, now we're going to Acro's room. Oh.
Year 29th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. You must be Phoenix Wright.
Yes.
Pleased to meet you. I am Ken Tinkling. But there, circus, everyone just calls me Acro.
Mr. Acro? How do you know my name?
The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here.
Acro, you're a member of the circus as well?
That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair.
Acro, why did you join the circus?
When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He truly was a lifesaver.
It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint.
He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look, someone repaid him for all the good in his life.
It's such a shame.
Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter.
I wonder if he spoiled Regina. I mean, with the whole love marriage thing? Yeah. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess.
Truly a princess. Are you sure that's a good thing?
Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves in my legs were badly damaged.
And you can't walk now?
I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
That's awful.
The accident happened during an acrobatic session. Sorry, that's your choice.
The accident happened during an acrobatic sessions, right? Oh, what's the... Cyclops! It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature.
What's on your mind, Mr. Wright?
Well, exactly when were you injured?
It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I've injured my legs during practice.
6 months ago? What in the world went on at this circus then?
That's when we showed up, right? I stopped, but yesterday... Sorry.
What were you saying?
We visited the circus. I think we did it, like, August?
No, we visited like a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
I think the 6 months ago thing that you might have been talking about was like the hospital thing that happened, like that hospital thing that's happened sometime last year.
Oh, okay.
the case with the guy the doctor who killed 11 people.
Well, it wasn't a doctor, but it was a nurse, but it was close enough, so yeah. I stopped by yesterday and I noticed that you weren't in your room.
I was at the hospital all day yesterday.
Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder?
Of course, I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go into the hospital. Before I got called from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw.
What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro?
That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window.
That's when I looked out the window.
What did you see?
He was flying straight up into the air.
He?
Maximilian Galactica.
What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying?
I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
Nick. Hmm. Actually, there's a few things I want to ask about him.
Money is great. Is a great friend to me.
That pile of treasure over there is this collection, huh?
It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies. But I seem to be pretty popular with the animals. Regina.
She's cool, isn't she? Can you believe such a cute girl is an animal tamer?
It seems animals are not the only things she tames.
Huh?
Max, the ringmaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb.
What do you mean by that?
Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just that Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child.
I'd say it seems that way.
That's why she can't be so cruel. Excuse
What?
me.
What?
That's why she can be so cruel.
What?
Regina's just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she can be cruel.
I wonder what happened between Acro and Regina.
Ringmaster, he was more than a father to me. When he took me in, the circus was in bad shape. It was obvious that he had no real way of supporting us.
Who does he mean by us? Is that why you started with acrobatics?
Back then, I was only 9 years old. I begged the ringmaster to let me try, and he finally gave in. Having a kid in the circus was probably the last thing in the world he wanted. I just wanted to be helpful so I could help the ringmaster.
That's such a nice story. Alright, let's move it on up. Let's see here. No ain't there. Nobody's here. Let's see about the detention center. Hmm. Actually, we probably wouldn't get more out of him. Never mind. Big top. Huh? I wonder who's this.
December 29th. Big Top Circus. Or Very Big Circus. Big Top.
Grrr. I've got a bad feeling about this. Hey, you stole that from Han Solo. Grrr. Rah! Yeah! Yeah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Wait, who voiced Regina the last time? It's been a while.
I think I did.
Huh?
I think I voiced Regina.
Alright.
Stay. Heal. Oh, my Nick. It's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake.
A mistake?
Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more a monkey than a human.
A monkey? Alright, so... It's going to be like over an hour since we last streamed, so... Want to take a break or want to finish off the stream for now?
Your choice.
Let's see here. I'd say it's probably going to take us another hour or so before we end this investigation, so let's take a break and then continue on from there.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's continue on at 4:08 p.m. PST.
All right.
Great. The Hazelinium. And I'll be right back. Darn it. Oh well. Minute off isn't that bad. Hey there. All right. Back to the game. I was also eating an apple as well, so don't worry. Your father. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster.
Yeah?
Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man.
He was. I love my dad so much.
I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father.
That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while.
For a while?
Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad. He told me that. When someone dies, they just become a new
A star in the heavens.
star in the heavens.
A star?
That means my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Maya, are you somehow psychic? How do you know that?
You think that one day I'll be a star too?
Of course!
You really think so?
Yeah, you will. I think.
Got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky.
Even you, Sabu. Even you. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Just to go back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson?
Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me.
Something that means a lot to you. Must be something shiny, right?
Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got a lot of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it.
We should.
When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you saw the monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me.
Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request.
Yay! You really gonna do it?
Right? Let's move. Where could that monkey be? Where could it be?
Corvette's room? Lodging house, 3rd floor?
Nope. I guess Mo's room is the last one. Weird. Oh, right, I forgot. I almost forgot. There's something that we need to talk to her about. Regina, have you ever seen this before?
I know what this is.
Really?
Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pockets? This piece of paper was in your pockets?
I guess I noticed it back there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast.
By the way, can we all agree how effed up this place is? That it doesn't have, like, any wheelchair accessible stuff? I mean, Acro can't leave on his own according to his own admission, so how's it, so it's cruel enough that that he can't leave on his own, that someone has to take him up and down for him. It must have been a really horrible building before that they couldn't renovate it for him. But that's neither here or there.
That's when you realize the piece of...
Oh, that's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pockets?
Yep. But since I'm not a murderer, just figured it belonged to someone else's pocket.
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so...
You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you?
I did. I stuck it up there. How'd you know?
So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this.
Note, found in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. Updated in court record. Alright, now let's move along. Should be there now.
October 29th, lodging house, first floor, Moe's room.
Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick! You're scaring me. Ooh, ew. Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey, attorney style. Ooh, what do you want to do?
Give it back, monkey brain?
Give it back, monkey brain. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That means a lot to Regina. A real man wouldn't take a little... Ah! Ooh, ooh, ah! Wah! I tried to have a man-to-man talk with him. I really did. You know, man-to-man isn't really accurate. It was more like man-to-monkey. Nick, you! I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try it on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. Phoenix, what? What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the Phoenix! Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Oh, if you're... Oh, by the way...
That's something that Max would wear, though, right? I would believe Max would wear something like that.
If it doesn't fit Maya, what are the chances it would fit Max at all? Here you go, Regina.
Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me.
Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney.
By the way, any of those 3 options, we could have chosen from any of them. Or at least, it was one of those false choices that didn't really have much of a huge impact. But, yeah. Hey Regina! That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me.
Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's? You know, the line she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Let's talk about the death of a lion named Leon. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he?
That's right. My dad killed him.
Why?
Well, Leon did something really bad during practice.
During practice?
Leon was sitting down and he opened up his mouth, you know? Wah!
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth?
Sure did. People in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming.
You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing?
Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice.
Jeez. Regina, everything was alright though, right? Someone was bitten, Maya, in the head. I don't think that anybody would be alright after that.
No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry.
And that's when Leon...
Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing.
That
Oh,
was added to the court record.
we have a lion, a dead lion, added to the court record. Anyways, let's move along.
So I think I have a piece of the accident, right? We need to figure out what Acro's holding back.
Alright.
And we know that he was probably the one that was bitten. Right? Acro was probably the one that was bitten.
To tell you the
6 months.
To tell you the truth, I'm going to say right now we don't have all of the evidence to get at Acrocyclops. We need just a bit more information.
Okay. But the timing fits, is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we also know that it's more than likely that Acro was the one that wrote the murder thing.
Yeah.
The question that I have is the murder is probably the lion, right?
Probably, but it's weird that it went to Regina's pockets after it was shot, so... We just don't have all the details yet.
December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria.
Something smells fantastic! So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She's drilling like she's some sort of crazy burger monster. My burgers are the best! Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some sort of special power. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thoughts. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. The tragedy? You know. What is he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all. You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Ding, ding, ding. Correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? Eh? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seems a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Eek, 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 eek. No, I'm right, aren't I?
Now Mo has a psych clock.
So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. 6 months ago. 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. Mo! 6 months ago, eh? By the way, let's get into it.
Okay.
Get over it. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on in this circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers! Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kinda got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? So what do you think was the cause?
So, the only accident we're aware of is Leon biting somebody. Yeah.
I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Liam made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you? I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person you promised you wouldn't say anything? Who do you think it is?
It is likely Acro.
Do you want to go?
Legs, but it wasn't his legs, right? There was a bite on the head.
Right.
So Acro doesn't make sense.
Well, he might... Well, who knows? I mean, why would Regina... Do you think Regina would say cover it up, as pure as innocent as she is?
We can say it. Acro makes sense.
It must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the Ringmaster. No way! I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Oh. Yay, we got more health. It's just like what you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have been probably better if he had. Mo! Poor taste. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. So it's definitely not Acro. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bats. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dinkeling, but everyone called him Bats. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to have fall in love with Regina. Hold on a moment. Gotta make sure you're not part of the creep. Okay, that's still creepy. Come on, Bats. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why do you do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Thank God they didn't show the... oh, there we are. Some sick grin. No way! That's impossible! The smirking lion. A flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. Why so serious? But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shucka, 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 shucka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo! Achoo! Nice! What a wonderful sneeze! Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownsmanship. Girly, I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I'd make a good clown. Other than Regina, I'd never seen such a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does, but would always tease her with pepper. Bats? From my point of view, those two always looked so perfect together. They looked perfect together, huh?
Sure about that?
No, probably doesn't remember anything.
Pepper. That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria?
Huh? It's from the cafeteria.
It's not? I remember seeing it there.
So this was the cafeteria's Pepper.
No, I'm not a big fan of Pepper.
Alright, see you later.
Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was it someone else? We're back because of Haku's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows what we know.
Well, it seems you've got things that you want to talk about, so fire away.
Hold on a moment. What was that?
I was coughing.
Okay. Anyways. Okay, time to do it. About the wheelchair. I have to ask, how were you injured?
I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice.
An accident during practice?
Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries.
Use the line. If that were the real cause, you'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Well, we already know what is responsible.
Leon.
6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going.
You're saying I was attacked by a lion?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit.
Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion.
You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion?
Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone.
Say bat. Bro.
Yep.
Bat.
It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? That's how you got that terrible injury.
Mo. He must have told you.
Yes, we learned about from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out.
Slip of the tongue?
Cut together from the same cloth. Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident, together like always.
Let's see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault.
We still haven't broken Acro's last sight clock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive.
Regina. Regina?
You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel.
Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes.
You know, her tiger tried to attack me.
Regent tried to attack you?
twice.
Aha. What? He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then.
But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't... Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it in for Regina all along.
The murder note. Take that! This? Where did you get it?
Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. Always had morning with... Always took stuff for Acro for his morning breakfast. You wrote this and then you put it in her pockets. That's right, isn't it?
That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. I can put my head inside Leon's mouth like you do. You have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
He thought he was being stupid too. The lion was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing.
That's when the accident happened?
He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
Poor Bat.
When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. And Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bats?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
Still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going.
Bat and Regina.
They were such great friends. Oh yeah. I wanted you to take a look at this.
Okay. Ew. What is it?
This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
It's it. What is it? It's it. What is it? Darn you, Epic. Gross. It's covered in blood.
This scarf is a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident.
Hmm.
When he did it, it looked like he was smiling.
He?
Leon, obviously.
Oh.
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick. I know. Most of the same thing. What do you think it all means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind.
Miss Von Karma?
I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf.
But the scarf is evidence in the trial.
That's for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now.
Preparations?
I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Acro, a witness?
Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Come together right now. Oh, for me. And with that, this is the investigation. So, we didn't find out the magic trick system and the murder weapon and anything else that you were hoping for in the investigation, but we did find out new information regarding the acrobat and an incident that happened 6 months ago. Let's see here. We also haven't figured out why the Ringmaster was killed, or who killed him yet. Well,
we know that there was a threat towards somebody at the time of the murder.
Right.
We don't know that it was the Ringmaster necessarily.
Right.
Yeah, I think we have some additional information.
Yep. So, what are your thoughts right now? Continue on or just call it for a day?
I don't know if it would be intelligent to go too much longer.
Alright, we'll get to the courtroom hopefully sometime next weekend, but not 2 weekends from now. I'll be busy by then. Well, on Saturday at least. Not sure about Sunday. The Sunday afterwards. But yeah.
Okay.
We've gotten through what is we've gotten through what is possibly one of the worst testimonies in the series. So everything else should be better by then. Actually, you did really well considering most testimony is one of the most notorious parts of the game ever.
One less thing to worry about, I guess.
Yeah, when I played it, when it came out, like 2006, I believe, nearly 20 years ago, I had real trouble with most testimony, so I had to look up online eventually, and it was just very, very awkward. Thank gosh that I'm here to help you out with that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Otherwise, it would have been like you would have been really confused or whatever. Actually, you did better with most testimony more than with Detective Gumshoe's testimony from the last case. So, yeah.
You could teach him new job tricks, I guess.
And don't worry, I'm not going to make you take a quiz on the Silk Hat and White Roses stuff, since that's not going to be of much importance like I said it would nowadays.
Yeah, we got through the part that mattered.
Yep. Alright, so we'll be ending this right about now. So this has been Dry Oasis. I've been your host, And these have been my two co-hosts, Kirby and Snorlax. Say goodbye, Kirby and Snorlax. Bye. And as always, you can follow me on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, Discord, or Blue Sky, all under Dry Oasis. And as for my special guest, FuzzyCow, do you have anything else you would like to share? Alright. Hold on a moment. Can you talk once more? Alright. I guess I will see you later. It's just that I didn't have you boxed down for for the input or something. Hold on a moment. Can you talk once more? Okay, never mind. I guess it's audio capture too. Hold on a moment. I think that's... Yep. Alright. Go on. Talk once more.
This is FuzzyCow signing off.
Alright, see you later, FuzzyCow. And I will see you. And yeah, I will see you some other time then. Bye bye. Alright. Okay, and let's see here. I guess I'll write a channel now. Right. I hope that you've had a great day so far, and if not, I hope the rest of your day is better or tomorrow is better for you. See you later and take care.